guys, welcome back for another video. Today I'm returning with another video on Nantagor farm. So today on the farm it's a very busy day. As you've seen by the title or thumbnail, we are flat out with the second cut. We're only doing part of the second cut. We're only doing about 18-ish acres, the big field. We're doing that field so we can bring back the cows from the outer farm. Of course we have, what would we have? Would we have maybe 20 of the sucklers over at this farm, but then the other 25-30, well no, sorry, my bad. The other 25, not 30, the other 25 are at the outer farm grazing because we don't have enough grazing here. So yeah, we're going to start to bring them back slowly once we've got this big field cleared so we can put the cows back together. So yeah, so we'll start off up here. In here you'll have seen, hopefully you guys enjoyed the harvest video. Of course we had IGN down helping. The 74.99 has unfortunately gone back. I had a shot driving her thanks to Tom. He let me drive in a 6 gearbox. That Dyna 6 gearbox is really nice. If I was to go with a Massey, it would have to have a Dyna 6 gearbox or a Dyna 4, but Dyna 6 ideally. I love the Dyna 6 gearbox. So who knows what holds in the near future. Will we have a big Massey on the farm? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But nonetheless, in the shed we've got all the straw in now, as you would have seen, and we've got some of the leftover fertilizer as well packed up in there. I think there's only 4 bags, I think it is. So yeah, fertilizer's put away, and the fert spreader's also put there for now, out of the machinery shed, just to take up a bit less space and just to leave it there. It's a bit easier to get it from there. And we've got it on some pallets. Of course, you guys may know from a few episodes back we bought a fair few pallets. So yeah, shed, not much happening. T-Dub's still in the shed. Update on the battery does work and she does turn over, but we've disconnected her now from the battery for now until we need her. And yeah, so yeah, we might get her out, but yeah, anyway, cows all happily except for one. I'll get onto that now. So moving down here, we've got the Manitou on the pallet tines. Yeah, it was a bit fortunate we put the new bale squeeze on a bit too early. We jinxed ourselves and this happened. So what happened was, this cow here, Charolais heifer cow, so she's, I believe, a second calver. She's meant to be calving winter time. We try to calve mainly winter time if we can, because all the cows are in different lots with us, and that means having to travel back and forth all the time. So we try to stick to winter calving, maybe have a few calving summertime as long as they're, you know, at this farm. But yeah, we don't do much summer calving anymore. When we were milking, yes, we'd mainly do summer calving because the cows would be all out, but it's a bit different with the beef now. But this cow, she's gone a bit ill, so I'm thinking she has milk fever, and then they drop a bit ill. And well, this cow, we realised she wasn't getting up, she was losing a bit of her condition, and she is in calf but as well. So last thing we want is her going ill, and so will the calf, and then the calf will go. So yeah, we realised she wasn't getting any better. We left her for 2 days. We tried our best. We looked up some tips. We gave her hot water in a bucket. Apparently hot water does work. We gave her some minerals. We gave her some feed. She'd eat the feed, but she just was not getting up. We tried then the Manitou and a strap harness around her to try and lift her up and try and get her feet back again. Just wasn't happening. So we've called out a vet. We're waiting for a vet to come now. It is an emergency call out, because if we don't do anything about it now, she's gonna drop dead. She's had 2 days. Well, she's had about nearly 2 days, but yeah, we're not leaving it any longer. We've left it long enough as it is. So we'll get her checked out. Hopefully she'll get better. Yeah, so the Manitou's there. We're gonna have to reverse the Manitou out just for space. So yeah, 6125R is out in the yard and has spread her wings. You may wonder what's happening. So we're just greasing up the rake and mainly the tedder we tend to grease very often, nearly every time we go to use it, depending how much we do use it. So we're greasing up the rake here quickly before we go out to rake tomorrow afternoonish. We're going to be baling. So I've got that there. The TM 140 there is on the Mikkel Fusion 3 and is on the front linkage and bale net carrier. I can't remember if I've shown you that in the past episode. I could have done, but yeah, the weight block is sitting there on a pallet now and she's ready to rumble. She's off the mower and I've got another tractor on the mower. The Manitou bale squeeze there, 7610. We've got someone coming out to have a look at the 7610. In fact, we might be selling her. We've got someone that's offered us a fair good price for her, and of course, as you guys know or may not know, we're not very happy with the 7610. She's not the tractor for us. She may be the tractor for other people, but for us, she's not quite it. So we've got someone coming out to have a look at her and is gonna hopefully give us a good price. He's already given us a good price, but he said I need to see her properly first to really give my thoughts on her. So he's coming out to see her tomorrow morning before we start the bales, and hopefully, well, we'll see where that goes, but he might give us a deal and we'll take it. It's not, we're not in desperate need for another tractor at the moment, so I mean, we might get rid of her and then down the line get another tractor, which we are planning on doing. So that is the main reason for that happening, but we won't be getting a new tractor until next year. I don't think it'll be until next year anyway, but we don't need a tractor at the moment, so it's all fine. 3350 parked up in the shed. We might get her out to cart some bales tomorrow. 1494's parked up, not doing much. So yeah, we moved on down to the field. Got the Land Rover on food duties. It's coming up to tea time now. It's coming up to about 4, well, it's past 4 o'clock. We normally get tea about 3. So we've got Farmer Bob. Old Farmer Bob has decided to bring down our tea for the boys. So we've got the 3120 out mowing, of course, with the Kern and Tara up. The 7.4 is out mowing. Oh man, do we love her out mowing. I don't think the 7.4's done mowing at all since we've had her, which is years. And I have to say, she's a great note to her. Some very nice sound out of her when she's mowing, and oh, she is the job. But we do like the TM as well, so we will chuck back and forth between them. But for now, the 7.4 has to do that because we need a TM on the baler. So yeah, and then the 398. The 398's on the tedder. Yes, the 398 is having a fair bit of work this year with us, or this summer so far. I mean, start off she wasn't having much, she was just on the topper, but now, before she goes back to feeding duties within the next 2 months, you know, we're trying to put her through her paces and see what she can do. And she's on the big class, I think it's a Volto tedder, and of course it's going around anti-clockwise around the hedge to chuck the grass out. And that's the whole point of that. That little flag there is to keep it out of the hedge, and you can in fact kind of angle the tedder on a little bit of an angle so it chucks it out. The coon tedder that we had, I don't think I've shown you guys that. This was back when we were at the old farm. We had a coon tedder, and that was great for chucking it out, but of course we had to upgrade. So yeah, went to the class, and yeah, so we're mowing the big 18 acre. You may also realise the field is looking very nice. What I done, you guys that watch the video and take very, very good notice, and you know, do look out, you may notice the mats were peeling up a little bit because of the heat and the change of the heat. these mats do not do well in heat. So for instance, if it went from cold to hot, these mats would shrink, or not in a way shrink, but like they'd be kind of like wood. The wood would like change, and it would shrink in time and change shape. So we fixed that up. We've spent a bit of time today gluing them back down and getting them nice and smooth. And we've done the same to this field. You can't barely notice this field now looking shabby. I know a lot of people were picking up on this field looking very shabby because of the cuts I made to make it fit, because I didn't have a new mat on me at the time when I was building this display, and I just made everything work. Well, I've glued them down now, and you can barely notice that there's cutouts here. So I've glued them down, so that looks really neat. But I think this mat will be replaced soon. It's not looking the best. And when I say not looking the best, you can see there, I don't tend to show that much, but yeah. So, and the main reason I wanted to say as well, with the second cut silage, I will be doing a stop motion. There won't be a stop motion, unfortunately, with the mowing and tedding, just because I will be hours at it. So what I've decided to do, I haven't done a stop motion now since the slurry stop motion with the TM, so it's been a fair few months. So what I'm going to do, I am going to do a stop motion of baling and carting, I think. Whether it'll be all of the carting, I don't know. We might just do a load of carting and that'll be it, because, you know, doing a stop motion takes a very long time to do. So yeah, so the stop motion will be baling and carting. So you'll see the new Fusion 3 in action on the TM, and hopefully see the bales popping out of her. The crop wise isn't bad, but we're not going to get massive loads of bales, but that's fine. That's fine with me. We have plenty of silage to last us, so I think we'll be fine. But other than that, guys, I don't really have much else to really say. So stay tuned until the next episode. It will be a second part, unfortunately, to tell you, because it will be a long video. With the harvest, yes, that was a 20-minute video, and I don't feel like making another 20-minute video because I don't want it to drag on. So what we're going to do, we're going to split it in two parts, and we're going to do, of course, what you've seen now, the mowing and tedding, and then the next part will be the baling and carting, but it will be a stop motion. So stay tuned for that. It's going to be a good one. It's going to take me a long time to film, but you'll see that next Thursday, so stay tuned for that. If you guys did enjoy this episode, please do smash that thumbs up, and hopefully you like what's going on, and hopefully as well you appreciate me fixing up the farm a bit, fixing up the mats, and yeah, tidying them up. And let me know what you want to see next on the farm, what tractor. Of course, we're going to need a little replacement for the 7610. Unfortunately, she's going. I mean, I don't really want to get rid of her, but it's not, she doesn't really do much work because of her linkage and stuff. So you guys pick a replacement. What you think in the comments down below. I'm thinking between a Fendt or a Massey. Whether it'll be the new type Masseys, I'm not sure. I have seen the new Masseys though. There's a new 6170 and a 6180 and a 6160 or 6150 coming out as well. And there's also the 690s and the 375, but those will be too small. And I've also seen, which has also caught my eye, is a Fendt 820 and an 818. So it's going to be between probably one of them, whether a Fendt 820 or a Massey 6150 or whatever she is, or a 6180. So we'll have to decide. I think it's going to be one of them. So stay tuned. Comment down below which one you want to see, 6180 or Fendt 820. I mean, a Fendt would be nice, as we do have two Masseys, but it's totally up to you guys. And we'll see in the near future, in the next few months, what it will be, because I don't think they're quite out yet. They're only out in a few areas. So yeah, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one, and hopefully that cow gets better. Take care.